Hi, and welcome back this morning. Good to see you. This is a video about quickly overcoming depression. And this whole thing got started. Well, let me first say, you see this green shirt? You're going to see this a lot because I think I got about 4 or 5 of these green shirts. Sharon was a purchasing agent, and these vendors brought her constantly clothing for they wanted to sell her for to the people on the job, but she was a purchasing agent, so she got all these shirts. For over 10 years I never bought a shirt. She just kept bringing home these shirts, so I got 4 or 5 green shirts. So if you see this a lot, it's not the same shirt. It's one of the 4 or 5. Anyways, getting back to this story on depression. Well, I came upon this last night, and I wasn't even intending to do anything on depression, but this book I've had for years. It's called World Poetry. Big, thick tome here. And I was starting at the beginning, and anywhere, I just opened it up, I started reading. And it's categorized by centuries. And this one is Chinese, 4th century BC. And this is a poem by, I know I'm pronouncing this right, Chu Yuan. I'll spell it for you, Chyuan. And the title of the poem, translated into English, The Great Summons. So I was reading, this is a long poem, and the premise of it is that Chu Yuan was exiled from China for 9 years. It doesn't say when he had these feelings, but it's probably in the beginning. Your sentence is 9 years of exile. Well, what is that? That's life-changing. An immediate life-changing event. And then he writes this poem. I don't know when he wrote it, in the beginning of his exile or in the middle of it. And he begs his soul not to leave him. And he goes on to say, "Soul, don't leave me." He says, there's so many wonderful foods to eat. There's the weather to enjoy, the seasons to enjoy, women to enjoy, food to enjoy. And he just goes on and on. Soul, don't leave me. There's all these wonderful things in life. And I got to thinking about that. As you know what? That's exactly what I believe is a symptom of depression. Is that you lose interest in everything. You lose interest in food. You lose interest in work. You lose interest in family. You lose interest in friends. You lose interest in the seasons. You lose interest in, before you're into sports. You don't care. You don't care about anything. And I've had a couple of bouts of that in my life. But the one I remember very well was, again, what precipitated it? A huge life-changing event. Well, I'm not going to get into what the life-changing event was, but a huge quick life-changing event. And I found myself sitting in a chair for 8 hours. I didn't move from that chair. I didn't even go to the bathroom for 8 hours. I just sat there with my head slumped down like this, and nothing interested me. I went into this state of what they call depression. I didn't want to get out of this chair. I didn't want to go to sleep. I just sat there. Of course, like I'm doing now, but it's a little bit better than this. I sat there, and I finally got up, and I couldn't take it anymore. But the symptom was I lost interest in everything. Nothing interested me. And that's dangerous, because if nothing interests you, then what the hell are you doing in the world? And that's where thoughts of suicide come in. Says, this is no place for me. I might as well get out of here. And that's called suicide. Well, I wasn't thinking suicide yet. Anyways, I took a shower. I said, you know what? I'm not going to accept this depression. I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but I'm not going to accept it. I'm there taking a shower, hot shower. I said, okay, I'm depressed. So let's analyze it. I said to myself, let's analyze this. What is depression? You're depressed. What is it? And the best thing I could come up with is it's a feeling. I said, okay, depression is a feeling. So let's analyze this feeling. Okay, is it a feeling in my foot? No. Is it a feeling in my knee? No. Is it a feeling in my stomach? No. Is it a feeling in my arm? No, it's not in the arm. Is it a feeling in my elbow? No. Is it a feeling in my chest? Is it a feeling in my neck? Is it a feeling anywhere in here? I can't pinpoint it. Anyways, the point I'm making is I analyzed. I wanted to know there was a feeling, where it was. And I couldn't come up with the answer of where the feeling of depression was. And this is the amazing thing that happened. The depression went away. Because I was analyzing depression instead of accepting and said, oh, that's me, that's who I am, forget about it. No, by analyzing your depression, what is it? Where is the feeling? Pinpoint it. And by analyzing it, it disappears. At least it did for me. And hopefully there's many offerings on YouTube about how to overcome depression. Well, let's just add this to the pile. One more thing to try.